Great soundtrack. If you were a female living in the 80s, chances are you cut the tops off all your sweatshirts once you saw Flashdance. If you were a male, you most certainly fell in love or lust with Jennifer Beals. What a feeling it must have been for the young actress when Flashdance took the world by storm and turned her into an instant international star. That was more than 30 years ago, if you can believe it. And look how great Jennifer Beals still looks. She joins us live this morning from New York City. There she is, such a beauty. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for the kind words.
Oh, of course, of course. Flashdance was so huge. Basically your first professional role. You were, what, 19 years old, a college student at Yale?
Yes, actually my first professional role was in a film called My Bodyguard, directed by Tony Bill. And then I did Flashdance, and that was really the thing that, you know, was the breakout role, obviously.
But weren't you uncredited in that very first role?
I don't think so. I think I got credit. If not, you know, maybe that was just wishful thinking. But it was a speaking role, so I think I was credited.
Okay, great. Well, tell us how you got that role in Flashdance, because that was just huge.
Oh, my gosh. It was a lot of auditioning.
I bet. How hard, though? Because really you weren't a known actress. People didn't know you by name at that point. How many other people were you competing against?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, I've been told that they saw close to 4,000 people for the part, but I don't know if that's just part of historic hyperbole or if that was based in truth. I'm not sure.
Right. Well, you were kind of an overnight success. Do you ever wish your fame could have been a little bit more gradual?
Gosh, I've never really thought about it. I really am grateful for the experience I had. I don't think I would change it for anything, for sure. I wish somebody had told me about hair conditioner at the time. That would have been really great. But I'm really grateful the way things have happened and have, you know, rolled out in my life.
Absolutely, and you have been continuing to work on the big and small screen for 30 years. The L Word debuted on Showtime 10 years ago last month. Now, did you ever think that that would be such a groundbreaking series? It was the first TV series about lesbians, for people who aren't familiar with it.
You know, I had hopes that it would be. I didn't realize when I signed up for it that there had been no show up until that point that had really centered around a group of lesbian women and their friendships and their, you know, romantic relationships. I had no idea. But when I found out, I thought, well, this could be really interesting. This could be that moment when you give representation to a group of people who have, up until this point, been pretty invisible in terms of any kind of mainstream media. And, you know, you may be that show that reaches that young girl out in the middle of, you know, Kansas or wherever, who doesn't maybe have access to her community to which she feels like she belongs, but can somehow maybe see herself represented in some little way on television and know that there's a community to which she belongs.
Right. Well, it definitely had an effect. I loved your performance in The Book of Eli, back with Denzel Washington again. Here you are in a post-apocalyptic world, and you looked absolutely beautiful. How can we do it? How can we look as good as you?
You're very sweet. Like, first of all, I've had 2 hours of hair and makeup, so, you know, if you can get somebody to do your hair and makeup for 2 hours who have some pretty good skills, then, you know, that's one path. Certainly, I've really tried to, for the most part, take care of myself. I take care of my nutrition, and I, you know, make sure that I have a good skincare regimen.
You look gorgeous, Jennifer. We are going to lose you, but thank you so much.